Welcome to Radiant Reiki with Carol. My name is Carol and this channel is about all things spiritual. Today I got a reminder from Spirit. Hey, you need to let everybody know the importance of noticing the signs. Now, a lot of times with these videos, whatever they want me to talk about, it could be something they want me to notice too. So chances are there's some signs that they've been throwing in my path and I haven't been paying attention. So by me talking about it, of course, now I'm going to pay attention, right? So maybe that's the same with you. It's maybe things you already know about these signs, but maybe sometimes we need to be reminded that Spirit is here in our presence, and here are some of the ways they like to show their presence. So first of all, the angel numbers. So I notice when there's might be 444, 333, 111, 1111. When my attention is drawn to the clock or my phone or license plates or any kind of numbers in your world, then chances are that's an angel number for you. If it's repeating. Now, sometimes there's angel numbers that are not repeating. I saw a book today that had all sorts of angel numbers. So if you see a consecutive group of numbers that you notice that happen a lot, you might want to Google what's the spiritual meaning of that number. So but the most common ones are 111 or 1111. That means that manifestation and abundance is happening in your life. You're bringing in some more abundance. Yeah. Another thing, 333 just means, hey, trust your intuition. You take action on that plan that you've got. It's a good idea. You got a good idea there. That's what 333 says. 444 is showing that they are protecting you. They're protecting your energy. They're protecting you from any types of harm, and they've got your back, which is always good to know, right? Other signs that you might see that are pretty common are feathers. And, there are different colors of feathers that could show up in your path, whether you're out in nature or even just taking a walk in your neighborhood. If you see, depending on the color, the different colors have different meanings. So you might want to Google the meaning of that color feather that you find. But if you find a feather, regardless, it doesn't matter the color. It just shows that your loved ones are with you. It could be somebody that has passed over that is saying, hey, I'm with you here. And especially if it's somebody that you were just thinking about and then you see the feather, boom, that's them saying, I'm here with you. Or it could be an angel, your guides, could be anybody. But the different colors have different meanings. Another thing they like to throw in your path are coins. Dimes are especially something that they use, and quarters. Sometimes pennies, but those are a little bit more common, I feel like. But when you see a dime or a quarter, it's a little bit more rare. So that's just there. Hey, we're here with you. We're showing you. So I have a friend who one time, she was cleaning out something in her bathroom underneath, and all these dimes flew out. It's just like, whoa, there's a lot of you up there. So don't discount those things when you get a whole bunch of dimes or something. You just keep finding dimes. They're just trying to let you know that they're there. And you want to notice if your loved one's talking to you from the other side, you want to notice, right? They also might use birds. A friend of mine who has passed, when he had first passed, he would send this bird and he would have the bird fly into my condo window. I mean, how often does a bird fly into a window? Not that often. A bird would do this, 2 or 3 times a week. I'd have a bird doing this. And it was usually when I was thinking about him, or maybe I was sad or whatever, or talking to him. Boom, here comes that bird. So They use birds. If the bird comes close to you, they don't have to fly into the window. That's a little different. That's a little drastic. But they might use a bird that might come near you and might look right at you. Especially like a hummingbird that comes and it's flying and it just hovers right near you for a little bit and then goes away. So, and then there's different types of birds. So you could even look up the type of bird and maybe that's a spirit animal to you. Maybe it has a special meaning for you. Or it could just be that loved one is saying hi, especially if you've been thinking about them. They are just saying hi. Those birds, they use birds a lot. And butterflies, they love to use butterflies. If a butterfly comes flying near you, they'll get really close. Then that definitely is a sign that spirit is thinking of you, somebody in spirit. And if whoever you think of first is probably the one. Or it could be, angels. It could be any of your guides just saying, I'm here with you. And dragonflies too, if they come near you. Now, dragonflies and butterflies both mean transformation. So that could be a sign that they're saying, hey, we notice you're doing a transformation. You're doing some changes. This is great, so they're just acknowledging you. So if you see a dragonfly or a butterfly, thank them for that, because that's for you. Sometimes spirit will use electricity. And actually a lot of times they love electricity. They might make lights flicker in your house, especially if you were just talking about a person that's passed and the lights flicker, boom. Don't discount that. That's definitely them. But it could be just anybody that's the first person that you think of when you see those flickering lights, boom, that's probably them. They love to use that to let you know that they're there, and they're acknowledging you. They also might use the TV or your phone might beep, or they might have it, do something different than it normally would do. Then that's anything with electricity. They'll use that if they can. So make sure you check that out too. They also sometimes call your name. Like you'll hear, and especially in the voice of your loved one who's passed, you might hear their voice if you know their voice well enough, But you'll hear somebody call your name and you're like, what? Who's that? And nobody's calling your name. That's them. Like I've heard my dad's voice call me. And I'm like, whoa, what's that about? But they could be just trying to get your attention. Notice whatever is happening at that time. Maybe it's something important, right? And they go, like, my name's Carol. Carol, look at this. Whatever is going on, this is important, right? So notice, that's what they want to do. Sometimes you might feel a presence standing behind you. You know how you can feel a presence and somebody's near you, coming up behind you? Well, if you feel a presence and then you turn to look to see who it is and no one's there, could be them. Somebody who's passed and it's the first person you think of is probably it, right? So there's so many different ways that they like to come in and share with you that they are with you, they love you, they're watching over you, and they're noticing all the wonderful things that you're doing, and they just want you to know that they're still part of your life, even when you miss them and they're not feeling like they're there, they really are, right? So notice all those signs. Okay, in love and light, I'll see you next time. Like, share, and subscribe. Help my channel grow. Thank you.